Hey YouTube, it's GoTeems VSG here. Tomorrow, as you are all aware, is July 4th, which is America's birthday, celebrating our Declaration of Independence in 1776. And that's got me thinking. So I've prepared for you something special today to celebrate our independence, not only as a nation, but also as a weight loss community. Before I get into that, I want to briefly run down the numbers. I started my pre-op diet on April 10th, 2014 at 290 pounds. That was, I think, the highest I've ever been. Day of surgery, April 24th, 2014, I weighed in at 280.1. This morning, July 3rd, 2014, when I weighed myself, I weighed 251.4. For a total weight loss in 12 weeks, essentially, of 38.6 pounds. 1.4 pounds to go until I reach my third scale-related goal of 250 pounds. And when that comes around, I've got a lovely gift for myself. I will share that with you now. I've bought myself these shoes. I know, guys, you're probably not super excited about them. I love them. They're Ralph Lauren, which for me is not a big deal. I'm not really into name brands, but they were on an excellent sale at Macy's a couple weeks ago, and I just went and picked them up today. So, as I said, I have something a little bit special. Thinking about July 4th and what prompted the Founding Fathers to write the Declaration of Independence has got me thinking about the Declaration of Independence as a metaphor for our Declaration of Independence when it comes to fat. Those of us who have been through weight loss surgery have declared our independence and our intention to free ourselves from the tyranny and oppression that fats had over our lives. So, in that spirit, I have drafted for you today what I'm calling the Declaration of Thindependence. It's funny how independence, you just throw a TH on it and it becomes Thindependence. I love a good pun. So, without further ado, I give you the Declaration of Thindependence. When, in the course of my life, it becomes necessary to re-examine lifestyle decisions and to dissolve poor eating and exercise habits, which have contributed to morbid obesity, a decent self-respect requires that I declare my Thindependence. I hold these truths to be self-evident, that all bodies are created equal, regardless of size or shape, that we are endowed by our Creator with an almost limitless capacity for vim, vigor, and happiness. To increase these capacities, I must derive discipline from within, with the support of family and friends. Therefore, healthy lifestyle choices are now and henceforth instituted in my home. Whenever poor choices threaten the destruction of these ends, I have agency to alter or abolish them, and to institute better choices, laying the foundation for a longer, healthier, and more active life. Prudence indeed will dictate that I continually seek to make good eating and exercise choices. Old habits long established must be abolished, and changes to achieve a healthy lifestyle must be instituted. My experience post-VSG surgery hath shown that dedication to eating healthier and exercising more precipitates positive weight loss results. In days past, I was more disposed to suffer joint pain, shortness of breath, and sleep apnea, while happily suffering poor eating habits and lack of exercise, rather than right myself by abolishing the habits to which I had become accustomed. Following a long train of bodily abuses and years of pursuing invariably to fill both my physical and mental hunger, it became evident that I must change my eating and exercise habits to reduce my weight and improve my health. Such has been the foolish sufferance of my body, and such is now the necessity which constrains me to alter the long-established habits of my life. The history of the presence of saturated fats, carbohydrates, and idleness is a history of repeated poor choices, weight gain, and declining health. all resulting in fat's absolute tyranny over my body. To prove this, let my GoTeems VSG videos be submitted to a candid world. I refuse to give up mobility. I refuse to give up a good night's sleep. I refuse to continue being relegated to the plus size section at most major department stores. I refuse to sit on the sidelines watching the world play. I refuse to forego sex. I refuse to stand in line at Disneyland watching others enjoy rides on which I cannot fit. I refuse to be judged lazy by people I do not know. I refuse to cross my legs merely at the ankles. I refuse to trade carbohydrates, fats, and empty calories for time with my family and friends. I refuse to spend the vast majority of my disposable income on food. I refuse to give up. My weight has kept me from putting the tray table down on airplanes. My weight has deprived me of countless opportunities to explore America's great outdoors. My weight has denied me bikinis. My choices have culminated in morbid obesity. For my friends, for my family, for my pugs, for Esty, but mostly for me, I abdicate my long-established unhealthy choices. In every stage of my body's oppression, I have believed I could do better, but have not been moved to action until recently. Along the way, my body petitioned for redress in the most humble of terms. Aches and pains, embarrassment, serious health issues. However, its petitions were answered only by an ever-increasing weight. My body, whose character is thus marked by morbid obesity, is currently unfit. My body did not ask for this. It has warned me from time to time of the dangers of excessive weight. My body has reminded me of the circumstances it requires to be mobile, active, and healthy. My body has appealed to my good senses to improve my health. Until recently, the pleadings of my body have fallen on the deafness of my complacency. I must, therefore, acquiesce in the necessity which denounces poor eating and exercise habits and hold my body as a gift. Therefore, I, GoTeems VSG, in Congress with my mind, body, and spirit, appealing to the supreme judge of the world for the rectitude of my intentions, do, in my name and with my authority, solemnly publish and declare that GoTeems VSG is and of right ought to be healthy and happy, free from the shackles of morbid obesity. I am absolved from my long-held eating and exercise habits that led me here, and all the guilt and self-loathing associated with those. It is and ought to be totally dissolved, and that my slimmer, healthier, and more active body has full power to choose food wisely, exercise more, cross my legs, and do all the other acts and things which a happy, healthy body may of right do. And for the support of this declaration, with the firm reliance on the support of my family and friends, I pledge my Thindependence for my life, my fortune, and my loved ones. So there you have it. I am declaring my Thindependence. It feels good. It feels great. And honestly, this is just me saying what I've been saying for a while, putting it down in context of tomorrow's 4th of July celebration for everybody. So at the end of this journey, I hope that there will be literally and figuratively fireworks in celebration of my Thindependence. that's all I have for today. I hope that you too will join me in declaring your Thindependence and make good choices during the 4th of July holiday. I know a lot of us will be out at barbecues with families. There's going to be alcohol and carbohydrates and sugars and fats, and I hope that we can work together, work independently to make good choices. Have a great 4th of July. Happy birthday, America. Happy Thindependence Day to me. Until next time, go teams. Have a great one.